Alright, what's going on YouTube? So, today, in the world of Fallout, I am going to show you, as far as stealth commando builds are concerned, I'm going to show you the absolute best, well, the best fixer for damage, number one. Well, I should say the best two fixers for damage. But we're going to go ahead and we're going to shoot the queen with it, or with them, sorry. And those fixers for damage, believe it or not, at this point, if you have not known this, I mean, I've posted on Reddit and I've posted on Facebook clips of this several times. I try to tell people, because I've tested this, I do this every day. I run boss fights every day with max chems, max everything, mid-max build, like you didn't see, like, I'm mid-max build, like I'm built max tankiness, max damage. Obviously, once it hits 6 p.m., we'll change covert and get the 3.75, but I'm basically built to do max DPS here, right? We're not missing out on any damage. Got to follow through, we've got everything here. Revenant and all. We're min-max, we're built for damage. And I've done this, I've had this build for months, almost a year since One Wasteland. So I've done all the testing. B2525 after One Wasteland, it's still good. That damage is not right. Once I equip it, it gets its proper damage. But these Pip-Boy stats don't mean anything anymore. They no longer mean anything. Alright? Because this B2525 does not even have more than like... that's 39, something like that, more damage in the Pip-Boy. That does absolutely nothing at this point, and they've also made bosses more tankier, which means you need to be penetrating as much armor as possible to do the max amount of damage. Now, I could see if this B2525 had like a base damage of like at least 230, 240, because then Chems and Revenant push that past the 300s, and then you could have something that does better than just a base damage of 134 with armor penetration. Alright, like then it would be better than anti-armor. After the nerf, they nerfed it too hard, but apparently data miners have confirmed that there is a damage rebalance already has been finished, but it has not been implemented yet. I hope it comes in September, but if not, it will come sometime later. They've already implemented the damage tweaks. They've rebalanced everything properly, apparently, so we'll have to see what they do. But for the meantime, anti-armor way outdoes Bloodied, and I'm going to show you this. I'm going to be fully adrenaline, fully everything in the fight. Right now, I'm not in the fight, or I'm actually running 5 adrenaline, so I'm not in the fight, so once I get into it, I'm going to use the B2525 first. When she gets down, I'm going to start blasting her face with the B2525. Then, when I say damage here, I'm talking about critical damage, which critical shots actually, it's going to, whichever one has the more base damage is also going to have the most crit damage. You're gonna see, because the base damage is what pops up on the screen, the little numbers when you hit the enemy. The base damage on the B25 you will see is going to be not super significant, but pretty significantly lower, like a decent amount lower than the anti-armor. It's actually when you're fully adrenaline and everything, and you get her to land early, and you still have fully maxed out buffs. The AA2525 actually does around 40 more damage than the B2525, and you're going to see that. You're going to see the massive jump in damage that we're going to get going from B25 to anti-armor. So yeah, I'm going to prove this once and for all. I'm sick and tired of posting little clips, but not everyone gets to see it, and some people are still stuck in the old meta, and they haven't tried anything besides B2525, and all they think and love is B25. Everyone worships the Bloodied. No longer, alright? Now, it's still a great weapon. Do not get me wrong. It is still a great weapon to use, especially when you're not doing bosses. Everything else instantly still gets melted, but the anti-armor is far better, especially for bosses. Far better. I know what you're going to say. Oh, but it's bosses, so anti-armor is going to do better against bosses. Only no. This does better. If it does better against bosses, it's going to do definitely better against everything else, but B2525 is still very viable. It still does a lot of good damage. It's still very good. I want to show you why the anti-armor is way better. Sorry for the long intro. I'm just going to skip over to the fight, and we'll see you when we get there. You know about something? So as here you see, I'm going to change Live and Love 3 to Guns and Bullets 3 so I can get that extra 30% crits. Right here, Sweet Mushroom Tea, 60% crit damage. That's just my other crit damage buff. But I wanted you to see something here with my other... You're probably going to question this, some people have. Why am I not running? I've been told in Reddit and Facebook, like, bro, you need to take off Bloody Mess 3. Sometimes people say take off Bloody Mess altogether, but you need to take off Bloody Mess 3, reduce it to 2, and put on Better Crit 3 for that extra 10%. Sure, that 10% is actually a good amount of crit damage, but if you want to understand this base damage, right? So when you put off, I actually have Bloody Mess 2. So right here you see Upload Bloody, for example, right? 173, right? See that, 173? Go here, and you just replace it with 2. Look what happens. 170. So you might be saying, why are you using an extra 3 damage? Put this into perspective for you. Let's say you have a gun that does 5 damage, right? And we'll just make sure, and the enemy, let's say the enemy has no damage resistance, nothing, right? And you shoot them with the sneak damage. We'll just do times 3, okay? We're not going to do 3.75 or anything like that. We're going to do times 3. If you shoot them in sneak, the gun that does 5 damage, right, with the base of 5, you're going to do 15 damage, right? You have a gun that does versus, you know, Bloody Mess, it'll increase it to 8. You're like, that's like 3 damage numbers, difference, whatever, really, it's nothing. Well, 5 times 3 is 8. 8 times 3 is 24. If you take the difference of percentage of the output damage, because what we're doing here, we want the output damage. The Pip-Boy numbers don't fucking matter. And I'm going to say this straight up to all you guys. I've been speedrunning and doing this thing one Wasteland. I've been doing it before one Wasteland, but we all knew who the kings were before then. But once they all just completely stopped for good reasoning, I keep doing these speedruns every day. I've done it all. I've done all the math that I couldn't do, like, just with my human being fallible and whatnot. I've done all the math. I've done all the testing. Pip-Boy numbers do not matter, especially when enemies have damage resistance and blah, 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 blah. It's the output that matters. Bloody Mess, if you're not running Bloody Mess, you're missing out. You're not just missing out on 15%. You're missing out on that 15% of the number on the Pip-Boy, but you're missing out on almost 2 to 3 times more when it comes to the output. We're focused on output. This game, after one Wasteland, is all about the output. It is not about the Pip-Boy. Pip-Boy does not matter anymore. Alright, Pip-Boy does not matter. We're looking at the output. So 170 to 173 may just be 3 number difference in the Pip-Boy. When you output that on the Queen's face, it is going to look a lot different than if you did not run it. And I ran it with and without Bloody Mess, and I run it with and without Bloody Mess 3 and 2. I've run it with all of that, and the numbers are all different by way more than just 3 numbers, by 3 numerical values. They are way more than that. I know this intro was long, I know this is taking a little bit long, but I want you guys to really understand where I'm coming from, because I want to help you. Because if you're here, you're wanting to know if anti-armor is truly the best for boss fights, and it's truly the best for the Stealth Commando build, because we'll just go off based on this build. Off the Stealth Commando build, we want to know what is the best to run. If you want to run the best and nothing but the best, or if you want to know, I mean, if you're not running boss fights, both a anti-armor and Bloodied will still completely annihilate everything. But if you want the best for a boss fight, especially for better timing, assuming the fight RNG goes correctly, you will get better timing with the anti-armor. And I wanted to show you all why, but I wanted to explain some stuff in depth so you're not having all these questions. Later, obviously, you can ask me in the comments. But obviously, if you're really going for timing like I have before, all you gotta do is whip out a quad fixer, right? My quad fixer, I can get the thing done in 50 seconds and under. Well, like, for me, I've done all the speed runs, it's boring killing the Queen that fast. I want to see damage numbers, alright? It's one Wasteland, so seeing anything over 200 on the Queen's face is awesome. It's fun. I love seeing the big damage numbers. That's what this is all about. You want to know damage-wise, what is the best damage-wise to do. I'll show you right now why it is anti-armor. So, apologize I've had to explain all that, but then again, it's much needed. And yeah, we'll get right into launching the nuke. What time is it? 6 o'clock? won't mind. Let me switch this, and we'll go in. If you want to, take a picture, screenshot it. Survivability, Lone Wanderer, Dodgy, Gung Fu. We got Ironclad. We got all this stuff in here. Take a look, screenshot it. There's some minor quality of life, but there's really nothing else to replace these things with, to be honest, for me. So take a picture, do whatever you need to. I'm gonna go launch the nuke, and I'll see you guys there. Alright, so I'm just gonna start it right here just so you guys can see what I usually do when I first spawn into a server and I'm doing this fight. I like to get rid of these Scorch Beasts because I don't want chance of blight. I don't want my screen to be cluttered with green gas and green explosions all over. I just want it to be completely normal. I want my screen to be normal, and also you gotta always pay attention because a good amount of the time, especially for me, got all these stupid gutsies, and you always wanna make sure you're getting rid of. Oh, that's torso. Take a stim back. Alright. Should be gone. Because that is a problem if you do not get rid of these freaking other factions. The Queen will give no fucks about you. She will give zero. Absolutely none. You gotta get rid of whoever you can. Sometimes it's the ghouls, and if it's the ghouls, run over there before the nuke starts, kill them, whatever. Now what I like to do, where's the Scorch? Oh, didn't mean to kill him. I did not mean to kill him. I am so sorry. Run over there. Yeah. Come over here. Bro, what are you... Yeah. Need them to come as close as possible so you can get this adrenaline very fast. I just use an explosive and I'll shoot, but if you want to use a weaker gun and just shoot near their feet, or weak gun and... Yeah, you need them to surround you. This is perfect. Alright, I accidentally killed another one, that's fine. Ah, boy's crippled. Alright, so we're gonna take these chems, overdrive first, tackle-tats next, ballistic box next. What we're gonna do is we're gonna put on life-saving pieces. Alright. Alright, and we like to use a gamma gun. Oh, we missed it because of bats. Come on, bro. Come on, bro. Yeah, the game's gonna do this to me anyways, so I'm not kind of surprised. Dude, okay, game. There we go. Dude, what are you doing? It's just a trench. Dude, whenever I record, she just doesn't give a fuck about me. Like, look at this shit. And she's gonna do that shit, bro. It's always happens. She never does that to me when I'm not recording, so I just kind of take it. There it is. Should have enough time to show you the... See, we're getting 210. Now look at the Bloodied. 190. Alright, you see a difference there? $223, bro. 218, bro. And our revenue's gonna be up soon. There we go, you're crippled now. I'll show you the damage of it. It's not going to be 200 anymore, but it's still very, very good damage. I'll show you the B25, 180. Alright, you're looking at significant damage differences. B25 still kicking ass, but this is far better. Now when we get to this point, we use executioners. Oh, that's okay though. Oh, there's a rat scorpion. Where's he at? Come on. Where's he at? There he is. There he is. Okay, you're crippled again. Land your ass. Yeah, look at that executioner's just fucking them up. Oh yeah. Alright, it's left. Left. What else? I have the blight. You guys are wondering, you know, if you have 33 luck and I have the blight, how the heck am I still getting crit survey the shot? That's because of Go Happy Go Lucky plus 2 under the influence of alcohol, aka ballistic block, and it lasts for 5 minutes. So my luck still right now is 34. So we're doing good. If you look at that anti-armor just destroying like everything. But yeah. You definitely know that when I showed you, especially when it was doing like 195, 198 with the B25, and then when I switched over, excuse me a second, so when I switched over to anti-armor, you were seeing 218, 223, anti-armor superior. Alright, I wasn't even using freaking, I was still using Live and Love 3. Isn't that funny? But yeah. Anti-armor superior. If you want me to do it again and people want to still doubt, I will keep showing you, and I will continue to keep showing you until you guys just know that you guys are all food builds. Just kidding. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed that. Once again, if you missed it, screenshot the build. Use it how you want. B25 still great. Anti-armor 25 way better. Superior in every way, shape, and form. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I will catch you guys in the next one.